everyone. Whatever they're trying to do is unconstitutional and not grounded in any provision of the law.
We concur.
Say amen.
Amen.
Good morning. Today is the moot court competition of the 4th cohort of the residential training. We can hardly wait to get started. Our fellows are getting ready to join. The judges are here. It's an exciting time. And let's go do some PIL work.
And promulgated the GLP Act in order to acquire 200,000 acres of land where the Wakati people reside. This GLP Act does not take into consideration the rights of these Wakati people. On these 200,000 acres, 10,000 acres is situated a forest which is sacred to the Binji religion from the Wakati people.
65 billion. Million, $265 million, according to what is reported.
Okay.
Then another issue, a court itself asked whether there is good witchcraft. Remember, we have a definition of witchcraft in that thing. Witchcraft can never be good. And section 1, actually, what it abolishes, it prescribes what is known to witchcraft. But witchcraft can never be good, it's evil.
My first sentence, I enjoy jogging, and the second, I love nature.
You don't enjoy jogging. It can't be you. The two are lies. How do you love? Hi everyone. What you're going to do in 10 minutes, I'm going to count, to put a timer. You have to build the tallest structure with the cheese block on top.
Because I think an average group will make it here. I'm thinking of something along that line.
Is the cheese on top?
The wind is
I need to be representing people in courts of law. I need to be going to court. But actually, public interest law is, like law, public interest law is much more expansive. That you can have different forms of practice that are public interest law. You could
is that all PIL are public law litigation, but all public law litigation are not PIL.
A matter, in her case, it's an employment matter, which discrimination is in the Employment Act, but then is bringing it under constitutional law to make it a public interest litigation. So we find that courts in most cases will call that constitutional avoidance. Invoke the doctrine.
Oh, like that. Like that.
My concluding remarks.
I was laughing at the people.
Maybe you're telling us to.
Yes.
By the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, which henceforth I'll call the Commission.
But then they're impacting us based on policies that are being formulated at the regional level. sababu tumekuwa mbele wakubwa.
What is left out of the picture? We don't do a Photoshop because of that. They have to do all the good work. We don't be part of the picture.
I have been in Arusha at the Danish Center, where we have been conducting training to emerging advocates from East African countries in relation to public interest litigation. And my specific role was to train on the architecture, what we call the human rights architecture, and access to human rights mechanisms. The training covered, when we talk about the human rights architecture, we're looking at the existence of institutions and the legal instruments. When I say legal instruments, I mean international human rights instruments that have been adopted at the United Nations level, at the African continental level, or within the framework of the African Union, at the regional level, sub-regional level, that is within the different regions of Africa.
My task this week as a contribution to the training being carried out by the Center for Strategic Litigation was to introduce the participants to human rights. These are young people who have just completed their degrees. They are now looking forward to their careers, and most of them are attracted to other areas of the law relating to investments, commerce, and so on. But human rights are important because they concern the people. So our aim was to introduce them to human rights so that they can be conscious of rights of people and now get interested in protecting rights by defending victims of human rights violations in their various jurisdictions, because these are lawyers from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and South Sudan.
Are you already losing? And then the second person will come here, the third person, the fourth person. I think this is just...
When in resources, it's like your something. What if that happens before? Sorry, the elections happen before you can get it.
How about the I say no. You still have to weigh what you have at hand. Is this the right time to file? And then we go for it. It's basically that. Thank you.
And then from here, if we don't succeed, then we move to this stage.
The stage of a pregnancy, and then we have the stage of an old woman holding her walking stick.
So that if they validate the late filing, and they validate also your late filing.
We want to address implementation gaps, because we all know very well, I'll give you an example, in South Africa and Kenya as well, the best constitutions on our continent. Fantastic constitutions.
Hotels and places. Now surely that is a very limited thing. If a similar problem hasn't.
Very important, especially when you're engaging in litigation at the national level.
Here speaking to Edmund from Kampala, and I am happy to speak to you today We are at the international mechanism of the United Nations. Here with me are wakilis from Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, and South Sudan. So it's a very beautiful day, and the light is really much here, it's shiny. The atmosphere is cool. We are here to learn more about the International Mechanism Tribunal. It's such a great day for us as young lawyers, public interest litigation lawyers. And yeah, we hope to learn a lot. Wow, it's very exciting. It's a very beautiful day, and we are here in a forest. And today we are doing some nature walks, we are doing some games, we are doing some swimming, as well as horse riding. So it's a very beautiful day out of the normal classes. We'll be doing something exciting
and we're happy to
engaging.
be here.
So we are happy to be here. There is more exciting things. So.
Finally, long walk, but worthwhile. I'm happy to be here.
That was so easy.
What is it? Let me be Bomale for a moment. What is the winning team? We are ready.
We are the counsel for the respondent.
The applicants in this matter filed their reference in November of 2022. Lordship, if it's quite clear from those facts that this case was brought 6 years by authority, here would be meant the impact assessment license and the mining license, both of which I have stated the exact dates for which they have been issued.
Secretary General versus the Permanent Secretary or Ministry of Energy in Kenya, where the court went out to set out the guiding principles.
Required to respect my human rights, and if you violate my human rights, I can take you to court for violation of my human rights.
Quoting the wise words of Tata Madiba, it always seems impossible until it is done.
The next phase won't be magical. You will have to intentionally wake up every single day, put one leg in front of the other to move to the direction of your dreams.
As you embark on the practical phase of the program at your home countries, my advice to you is this: to seek balance in all aspects of your life. The legal profession can be stressful and depressing if one does not learn to find balance in all aspects of life. As public interest advocates, you will be called upon to advocate zealously for the interest of the public, to ensure justice for all, and to promote the welfare of the people.
Many have said how intense the program has been, but let's be honest. Those committing the injustices are working probably twice as hard as we are, with much more resources than we do. We cannot allow ourselves to be complacent. I really hope you take it upon yourselves to work even harder than you did over the last month.